Hey, how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. Now today in this video we have our YZ125 flipper bike here, and we're gonna be putting some levers on it, nice blue colored levers, and then putting this bolt kit on it, and then also we're gonna be trying to get it to start because at the moment it doesn't run. Well, like the components are perfectly fine. Like I've ridden it like a bunch of times. It doesn't really need a rebuild or anything like that. It's just the carb has some problems.
Brother, this guy stinks!
Without further ado, let's get straight into this video. Oh, I guess I gotta send it back because, yeah, it don't fit in there. Sadly. I might be able to force it, but I don't want to damage it. Yeah, see that? They don't really fit. I mean, I would have thought this would have been like universal. So basically I just used a grinder and I took it down to probably about 1/7 of an inch. And so now it should theoretically fit in there. Maybe a little bit of elbow grease. I need 2 hands for this, but it should fit in there. Basically, I'm going to take the whole subframe off, rear subframe. Try and leave the tank, because I don't think it's going to be in the way. So then I won't have to take that off. So we'll take all this airbox stuff off since I'm getting... Oops, I forgot that was there. Since I'm getting a new one, and I'm getting a new subframe since this one's been rusted and wrecked through and repainted. So I'll just leave the stuff off. Also got a bolt kit down there, and I'm going to put new bolts in. Because it's missing a lot and it's got different bolts everywhere, so yeah. So here's the carb. So basically what's happening, if you didn't see the last video, was so when I turn on the gas, you should see, it might take a couple seconds. There it is. It just overflows. So it's like either the float bowl is stuck, something along the lines of that, something's stuck. So we're gonna take because this is coming straight out of the bottom of the bowl, as you can see there. So we're gonna take the carb apart. Hopefully we'll probably have to take it out, which isn't a very big deal, it's just one there. So we'll probably take the carb out and let's not waste too much fuel. Especially since it's expensive nowadays. And yeah, let's see what's in there. We have to take the gas tank off, sadly. It's kind of a pain, but okay. 2 hands. I'm missing a couple screws. So here comes the gas tank. It's got some gas in it, so it's a little heavy, but I'm gonna set this here. And it's got the hole in it. We're just down to the frame, and I also, because when I was rebuilding it, putting it back together, I forgot to put this piece back on. It goes right there, so when I was painting it, I had to take it off. So it's going to kind of a pain to put it back in there, but I'm going to do that real quick. Well, I could get my flashlight to turn on. The reeds are in there, and they're fine. I gotta use 2 hands to hold it, but just clean the whole thing up. Make it look nice and stuff again. Alright, here's a moment of truth. See if the float is stuck or not. Oh, no, it moves. I'll be damned. Moves just fine. That's interesting. So what was happening was that the carb was just sitting like this, right? And this was at the bottom. and it was just leaking out like that out of this tube. So I mean, it don't really make sense why it would be doing that unless it was just straight up filling up to the top and it just needed to be drained. So I mean, the float moves freely. The carb looks fine inside. There's nothing, especially in this bowl, there's no buildup or nothing. There's no buildup of any old gas or any pieces of. And then my throttle body moves fine. So, and I should probably check that pin in there. Maybe pull the jets out, but I think it's alright. So basically what was happening was the float bowl was filling all the way to the top, and the little needle valve that closes and lets the floats up and down, there was crap behind that, and I didn't get that on camera when I was getting a bunch of stuff out of it. So it was basically just causing it to keep dumping more and more fuel into that bowl on the carburetor, and so it was overflowing and spewing at the bottom. I also actually got it to start up, but then it ran away because it was getting too much air and not enough fuel, so it basically was a runaway engine. The carb all hooked up and stuff. I'm gonna turn the gas on and see if it leaks. Please don't. Takes a little while. It probably will. Because, I mean, I don't think taking it apart unless I broke the float bowl free or something. But it doesn't have a muffler. So basically what's happening is it's filling up with fuel. And then it like I think the needle valve doesn't close. It's like stuck open. So it's filling up with fuel and it's just dumping it out of the bottom. So what I did is I turned off my gas, leaned the bike over, and it spilled all the fuel out of the overflow, and it started up like first kick, but without any, new fuel, so it ran out fast. So that's basically what's happening, is it's just like getting way too much fuel in there, and so it's just dumping it straight out. Basically just cleaned out the inside of that seat, because there's pieces of like grass and stuff in there. Well, I couldn't really figure it out. I put it back together, got all the stuff that was out of the seat where the needle goes in, and it wouldn't start. It stopped leaking. Felt like it was perfect. There was nothing going on that was wrong. It was working totally fine, and it just wouldn't start. It wouldn't start, and then the one time that it did start, it ran away full throttle, and so you'd have to use the on-off switch, to like control the RPM. Like it was full throttle runaway. So I took that carburetor apart so many different times. I'm just tired of it. So I ordered another one, just a brand new one. It was like $35, so it was worth it to me. I took that thing apart like 5 times, so